Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Angela. Sorry I haven't done any videos or anything for a while, a little bit. I went on kind of a mini vacation, but the day before I left for my vacation last Thursday, I got a highly anticipated deck in the mail, and I wanted to do a quick review of it. I first saw this deck on Fathom 5 Tarot. It's by Lisa. And it's Lisa B-E-E. I can't remember the last of it, but she's on Etsy. You can find this deck on there. But it came last Thursday, in this package. Came with this really cool little packaging here, with a little cute little sticker. And I just kind of kept it kind of together just because it was packaged really well. It comes in this white, actually sturdy tuck box, and I have a cat now, so if you hear him meowing, that's why. But this is the movie tarot, and when I saw this on Fathom 5 Tarot, I knew I had to have this deck. It is really cool. Each card is a different movie. And so I just thought I would share it with you guys. These are the backs. Really cool. The cardstock is actually pretty sturdy. I would say it's about the cardstock of Make Plain Cards, if you guys have ever seen that or felt that cardstock. It's pretty sturdy. So let's get into it real quick. So, and I think I got them upside down. So, and what I like about this deck is it actually gives you the movie that the card is from and the what card it is. So this is the full, and it's Paddington Bear, and that's pretty neat. Love the artwork in these cards. Then we have the Magician Velvet Gold Mine. Pretty cool. I love this one. It is the High Priestess and Colossal. And if you guys have ever seen this movie, I love Anne Hathaway. I love everything she's done. And this was just kind of a different kind of movie. And it was pretty interesting. So if you haven't seen it, it's worth watching. Then we have the Empress and Hereditary. And she did such a good job on the artwork on the different actors and these different movies. Pretty cool. I'm just amazed. This is the Emperor and the Grand Seduction. I've never seen or heard of this movie, but from what I've seen on Fathom 5 Tarot, I'm probably going to watch it now. Then we have the the Hierophant with the Grand Budapest Hotel, and I've seen the movie. It's very fitting. If you haven't seen that movie, it's pretty quirky and interesting. Then we have The Lovers Before Sunset. I've never seen this movie, but I love Ethan Hawke, so might give it a whirl. And we have the Chariot, Little Miss Sunshine as the school bus. I find that interesting, that it is actually a form of transportation. Normally the chariot is a person on a chariot, like with the horses or the sphinxes, and this is actually just the transportation. I love that. Different take. Then we have the Hermit with the Hunchback of Notre Dame. And I love that it's the cartoon. I love every now and then she'll throw in little cartoons on here. It's pretty cool. And if you hear walking around, that's my dog. So then we have Strength, the Rider. It's pretty neat. I just love the artwork in here. Never seen it, and you see the rope at the top here. It's pretty cool. Quite a few of these I've never heard of. Wheel of Fortune, Inside Llewyn Davis. Again, it's something I've not heard of, but I love the cat up here on the wheel in the background. Kind of. We have the Justice card with the Handmaiden. And I've never heard of this movie, but it looks, just from that image, looks pretty interesting. So I'll probably watch this one as well. I no lie, I'll probably watch all of them, but The Hangman, God's Own Country, never heard of it. But yeah. And if you've seen any of these movies, let me know what you think. I've always been a huge movie buff. I've seen millions of movies in my lifetime, and just the fact that there's so many in here that I haven't even heard of blew me away. I was like, what? So now I feel like I've got to watch them just to get a sense of why she chose those movies for those specific cards. This one is the Death card, and it's Logan, the little girl from the movie Logan, X-Men. And I have seen that. It's just been a while. I think that's very fitting, though. Temperance, Leave No Trace. Again, not one I've seen. Don't know anything about it. The Devil is Insidious. Now, I've heard of this movie. I've never seen it. Probably not something I would ever watch. Just because I don't do like scary or that kind of movie. So we'll see. Now, this one, I absolutely love this movie. If you have not seen this movie, you have to watch it. I mean, you have to. And it is totally fitting for this card. The Tower is Children of Men. And yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic movie. I love Clive Owen. And that's who that is in the movie. You see it closer, and she again did a great job on this scene. There's this scene at the end of the movie, and it's just a perfect image of what that looked like, and I find it very fitting for the Tower card. We have the Star and Stardust. Of course, what else would you use for the Star? She's beautiful. She's very vibrant, very full of life and energy and light, and I found that very fitting. And yes, I've seen that movie. The Moon, we have The Moon, and I have not seen that. Don't really care for a lot of space kind of movies. But I might watch that. I have seen a few. We have The Sun, Mamma Mia, and I found that very, very fitting. That movie is just very full of sunshine and joy. There's a lot of singing, but the storyline makes me overlook that, and I think she did a fantastic job on, I can't remember her name. Very famous actress. We know who she is, so, and she's in a later card as well. But yeah, fantastic job on their faces. The reason as soon as I saw this card, I'm like, I have to have this deck for this reason. And it is the first appearance of Keanu Reeves with the Judgment card and Constantine. Is one of my top favorite movies of his. Love this movie. If you have not seen this movie, you are handing yourself a raw deal because it's a fantastic movie. I love this movie. And as soon as I saw that image of Keanu Reeves with the the star here, or the it's called something in the movie that he does. It's a power thing. But I'm like, I have to have this deck for this card, if nothing else. And then there were a few more cards, and I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I got it. But yeah, this totally fits the Judgment card. Totally. And I love Keanu Reeves. And he's not not the last time you see him, which I love. And we have The World is Hannah. I've never seen this. I know there's a series on Netflix. Never seen that either. I may take a gander. But yeah. But the images, the artwork is just outstanding. That is it for the majors. And if you already took a peek, they were entering the cups, and this is the Ace of Cups, Dirty Dancing, and I'm like, come on. How could I not get this deck? It's got Patrick Swayze and Baby. And wow. That image, stunning artwork that she did on here. Stunning. If I actually feel like I'm in the movie watching the ending scene again with them dancing. So I love that. Love that that's the Ace of Cups. Excuse me. And then we have the Two of Cups. Moonlight, never heard of it. Judging from what I've seen on Fathom 5 Tarot, I may go ahead and watch it just because she made it sound interesting. So, yeah. And then we have Three of Cups is OMG Footloose. Who doesn't love a good Footloose? And it's in a card. That's amazing. And they're giving each other the high five. That's, yeah, fantastic. And we have Four of Cups is The Endless. Never heard of it. I may watch it at a later date. Like all of these are subject to me watching it, probably except for Insidious. And this one, which is Five of Cups, The Babadook. Again, it's more of a horror thing that I'm just not into. I've seen enough horror in my life to not want to pay to watch it. So, no, probably won't. And then this maybe brought back memories, and that's part of why I got this deck. Is just like there's so many memories tied to movies, where you were, what you were thinking, what you were feeling when you saw the movie. And this is one of them. It's the Six of Cups and My Best Friend's Wedding, and she did a fantastic job on Julia Roberts. The dress, the flowers, it fits so well, and I love that. Love it. We have Seven of Cups, Pan's Labyrinth. Love it. That's all I can say. Love it. Then we have Eight of Cups, With Nail and Eye, and I've never heard of this movie. With Nail and Eye. I literally just watched this a few weeks ago. When I saw this, I had to watch it again. And it's worth it. Heath Ledger, loved him. He's gone too soon. Nine of Cups, A Knight's Tale. This was like a cheeky take on like the night days, and I love this movie. I love the music in it. They play like We Will Rock You, and just so out of the box music for this movie. And if you haven't seen it, that's a fantastic movie. 10 of Cups, Singing in the Rain, and I had to actually watch this for music class in like 9th grade. So that brought back some memories for me, but I love the purples in this. I love the look on their faces toward each other. Very fitting to me. Beautiful. Page of Cups, Sing Street, never heard of it. But sounds interesting, so I may watch that. This one, Knight of Cups, never heard of that one either. A Bright Star, but yeah, just the way he's like gazing off into either the tree or the sunlight is just, it makes me want to watch the movie. Just the way he's gazing at whatever he's gazing at. It makes me wonder, what are you looking at? So, yeah. And then we have the other reason I was like, yeah, I really have to get this deck now. It's one of my top 5 favorite movies ever. Queen of Cups, Pride and Prejudice. I mean, Keira Knightley, I love it. This image is one of my favorite of her in the movie. And then when I watched the walkthrough, and I'm like, OMG, she's the Queen of Cups. I'm like, there can be no other. I will never not see Keira Knightley is Queen of Cups now. It's crazy. Love this card. And if you haven't seen that movie, you're missing out because it's fantastic. King of Cups, Mud. I haven't seen it. I kind of quit watching his movies after he kind of switched from like romantic comedies. I'm not really into the kind of movies he does now. So it's not one I've watched. I may watch it at a later time. I just haven't yet. Then we have the Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, Moulin Rouge. Love that. Two of Pentacles, the Talented Mr. Ripley. And as soon as I saw this card, I'm like, of course he's the Two of Pentacles. Of course he is. Made total sense to me. And that's a pretty good movie. Oh, and this one, Three of Pentacles, 9 to 5, Dolly Parton. Come on. Like, how could you not want this deck after that? After all these cards, all these movies, it just, even if you never use the cards, it's a nice deck to have for like the nostalgia of it all. It's just amazing. Then we have Four of Pentacles, the favorite. Never heard of it, but it looks interesting. I have went back and watched a kind of trailer of it since this, since I saw the walkthrough. And it does look like something I would probably watch. So I probably will watch this sooner rather than most of these I haven't watched. This one is the Five of Pentacles. Never heard of it. Short term 12. They do look very sad though. Six of Pentacles, Gosford Park. I love the colors in this. I never heard of this one either. I have heard of this one. I've just never watched it. Seven of Pentacles, Bend It Like Beckham. But yeah, it's beautiful. Eight of Pentacles, Center Stage. Never heard of that one, but it looks interesting. I ain't gonna lie. This maybe I did not care for. I'm not a big fan of musicals anyway, and this one just like I felt like there's a lot of overacting in it, but it's Nine of Pentacles, Down with Love. Some of the images in it were really cool, and as if you can tell, it's a little blurry on my phone here, but all these little dots are pentacles right here. The bigger dots are pentacles. So I found that interesting. And then we have 10 of Pentacles, What We Do in the Shadows. Again, something I've never heard of this movie. But again, it's another one that looks interesting to me. Page of Pentacles, Almost Famous. Love this. And I love, it's not, is it gonna, there's little stars here. That's the pentacles hanging. I love that. I have seen this movie once or twice. Just not, wasn't really into it. Knight of Pentacles, A Royal Affair. Never heard of this one. But again, with what looks like the period in it, I probably will be interested in it. And here she is again. Queen of Pentacles, The Devil Wears Prada. Totally makes sense. I love her. Who doesn't? The King of Pentacles, The Vivitch. Never heard of it. Doesn't seem like something I would watch. But again, I may watch all of these movies that I have not seen just to get, you know, a glimpse as to what her process was in picking these movies for these particular cards. Ace of Swords, I lost it almost when I saw not only Patrick Swayze, but Keanu Reeves again together. Of course, it's Point Break. Amazing. Love it. Love that that's the Ace of Swords. We have Two of Swords, Blind Spotting. Never heard of it. Three of Swords. Y2 Mama Tambien. Never heard of it. Don't know that I'd watch it. Number 4, we got Heath Ledger again in Brokeback Mountain for the Four of Swords. They're taking the time to rest and be together. I have seen this movie. And I found this, even though I didn't care for the movie, I do find this very fitting for the Four of Swords here. For that moment. Five of Swords, Ex Machina. Never heard of it. Six of Swords, Spirited Away. Never heard of that one either. And see, I said there every now and then she'll throw in a cartoon. Seven of Swords, Get Out. Find this very fitting for this. I've seen this movie. It's one of those that's borderline horror that I almost like cringed while watching. it's still a pretty good movie. It's very dark and weird and twisty, and probably that's why I continued to watch it, because it was very different than a normal movie I would see. It takes a lot to impress me in a movie. Regardless of the horror that went on in this movie, it still impressed me by the storyline. And I find that very fitting for the Seven of Swords. And the artwork, amazing. Amazing. Can't get over it. Eight of Swords, the lobster, never heard of it. And she looks creepy to me. Creepy as all get out. Doesn't make me want to watch the movie more. But I probably will take a gander at maybe even just a trailer just to see what it's about, because it's just weird looking to me. Probably the only Eight of Swords I've come across that I have not liked. The Nine of Swords, The Follows, and I've not heard of it. I've seen the trailer. I mean, I've not seen it. I've seen the trailer. It does look like something kind of like Get Out, where it's like a borderline horror. I probably will watch this at some point. No, I will watch this at some point. I just haven't yet. Ten of Swords. You were never really here. Never heard of it. Judging just from the image, it's very fitting for the Ten of Swords. Yeah. We have the Page of Swords. Hunt for the Wilder People. Never heard of it. Judging from what Fathom 5 Tarot said, I probably will. I'm more interested in watching this now. We have Knight of Swords. Attack the Block. Never heard of it. Queen of Swords. Dangerous Liaisons. I've heard of it. Just never watched it. But she's beautiful in that. King of Swords, Take Shelter. Never heard of this one either. But I just can't get over how realistic the artwork is in this. It's just amazing. And then we have the Wands. This is Ace of Wands, The Way He Looks. Never heard of it. I have nothing to say on that. Two of Wands, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Amazing. I love this, that this is the Two of Wands. She's always, in part two, in part one, she went from this scared, having no idea what's going on, to this just badass in part two. Just like very fiery energy, take no prisoners. She's doing anything to protect her son. And I love that. And as the Two of Wands, love it. Three of Wands, How to Train Your Dragon. See, there's a little cartoon in each, like, suit. They're so cute. I love this movie. Love it. Love it. And I've seen this movie a million times, just haven't seen it in a long time. Four of Wands, Four Weddings and a Funeral. So cute. I love it. Hugh Grant. And I forgot her name, but I've seen all her movies as well. Beautiful. And then we have Five of Wands, West Side Story. I mean, come on. Come on. Even if it's just for nostalgia purposes, you have to get it. It's West Side Story. Come on. Crazy. We have Six of Wands, Hot Fuzz. That's pretty cool. I've not seen it. I've seen pieces of it. But I think that's very fitting. Seven of Wands, Pride. Never heard of it. It looks like it's one of those like 50s, maybe 60s, like almost like the Outsiders kind of deal. And we have Keanu Reeves again, and Eight of Wands, John Wick. I mean, I could just look at all his cards all day long. I mean, we need a tarot deck with just Keanu in all his movies, in every card. That would be a great movie deck. Nine of Wands, The Guest. Never heard of it. I probably will watch it. I've seen bits and pieces of this one. Ten of Wands, Snowpiercer. I still don't know really what it's about. But I will probably go back at some point and watch the whole thing at once. Page of Wands, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. My son would probably love this card. I'm not realizing what its core meaning is. But yeah, I've seen this just because I have a 14-year-old son that likes Spider-Man. This one, I cannot believe was in there. Heath Ledger again in Knight of Wands, 10 Things I Hate About You. I've seen this movie a million times when I was younger. I love it. It's a really, really, it's my first movie I've ever seen Heath Ledger in. Fantastic movie. And I love that it's the Knight of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands, Jennifer's Body. I've seen this movie. Kind of borderline horror again. I think she's completely misunderstood in this movie. But yeah, I find that fitting. And then to top it all off, the last card, King of Wands, Thor Ragnarok. I mean, come on, look at the muscles. And the scruff here is just, it's a great way to end the cards. Like, come on. And he's got the lightning all around him. That's just amazing. And then I've already played around with these. I had to put them back in order they weren't in order when I got them completely. But I put them back in order to show you guys in order the way I had them. Or the way, yeah, the way I wanted them in order. But yeah, they shuffle great. I mean, perfect. They shuffle fantastic this way. Let's pull a card and see what we get. We got King of Swords, Take Shelter. And I see this deck as, yes, I could see it as a reader. I got it more for nostalgia purposes, but I have played around with it a little bit on my vacation. And it came up with some really great cards. And I'm seeing this card, you could look at it several different ways. You could look at it as just the King of Swords, if you're pulling it up from memory. You could look at it as the image, or I immediately was drawn to the Take Shelter, the title of the movie, where it's like, take shelter, take care of yourself. Maybe a storm is coming or a change is coming that you're not going to be prepared for. So you need to take cover and basically protect yourself. So that's what I just got when I flipped it over. But that's the way I'm seeing this deck. It could go several different ways that you could read the cards. And again, that's what I love about it. And plus, it could give you so many different perspectives on, especially if you've seen the movies that you're looking at. But yeah, this is pretty neat. So yeah, this is the Movie Tarot by Lisa B Studios. That's what it is. It's Lisa, LISABEE Studios on Etsy. I think I got she had some copies that weren't saran wrapped here, or like shrink wrapped. They were a little bit cheaper. I think she sold out of those. But they are like, I think they were like $45 on Etsy regularly with the shrink wrap and everything. But yeah, this was the Movie Tarot. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, give me a, I don't know what I'm saying. Please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And you guys have a great afternoon. Bye.